Hello and welcome to the character creation for our new series. The actual series will start in about half an hour, but we're going to do the character creation right now because it's a little bit involved and it also takes a little bit of explaining because it's all basically based on a system that's very similar to D&D, I would say. So let's go into new game and we'll see exactly what's going on. So first of all, we have to choose what character we are playing, or what class we're playing, and what gender. So we're going to play male. I don't really want to play a soldier. I usually tend towards scoundrel, so I think we'll try scout this time. It really doesn't matter too much. It just basically gives you your base equipment, and you can adjust forward from this however you like. I think it also maybe gives you some base traits as well. We're going to go scout. I do like to go in with an idea of what kind of character I want to play, and I was thinking I want to play a character that's not quite so good. Like, because usually I play characters who are generally, they're okay at heart. Mostly, they're quite a nice guy. But in this one, we're going to be a little bit more self-centered. We're going to be very much about keeping, we're going to be all about ourselves. If there's a choice between helping someone else and helping ourselves, we're generally going to try and help ourselves more. And that's how we're going to play it. We're not necessarily going to be evil. We're not going to be vindictive. We're not going to be cruel unless it helps ourselves. So that's kind of where we're going with it. So we'll see exactly how that goes as we go on. I'm imagining we'll be kind of on the... There's kind of a scale in terms of morality in this game between the light side and the dark side. I imagine we're going to be we're going to be in the grey in the middle, but maybe a little bit more towards the dark side. We'll see. We could end up being very dark side. There are a lot of options where it's either you're kind of an okay guy or you're awful, and we may end up with a few of those awful ones. Anyway, first of all, we have to choose a portrait. No advanced character creation here. You just have to choose one of these portraits. So, that looks like we're very evil going into that one. Now, let's see what we're going for. That one's kind of cool. I don't know. Let's go for this one. It's kind of, Actually, no, I do like the very evil look. The mustache actually does add something to... I kind of like it now. We're going to go with that. Attributes. Let's see. So, the attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combats to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of the gameplay it can affect. Now, this series is going to be a spoiler-free series, but as it is said here, there are force powers. Minor spoiler in character creation, I guess, but whatever. I mean, you're playing a Star Wars game. What did you expect? So which way do you want to go with this? So we got strength. So strength is kind of your lightsaber skill. It's I'm going to go forward, I'm going to hit people with a weapon. Which isn't actually as bad as it sounds in a world filled with, blasters. But yeah, okay, so that's modifiers to melee damage and a chance to hit. So chance to hit on that is very nice. Well, dexterity. Measures agility and reflexes. A high dexterity adds modifiers to ranged attack rolls, blasters, grenades, and increases a character's defense rating, making them harder to hit. So this doesn't actually give you any extra ability to hit. This doesn't make you more accurate. This makes you harder to hit. Although it does make you... well, it doesn't say that it adds modifiers in that it makes things more accurate for ranged attacks, but I assume it does, right? As this one does chance to hit for melee. So yeah, this must be the same for ranged. Yes, that's going to make your ranged attacks hit more, make you harder to hit. I kind of like dexterity. I think being harder to hit could be good. Constitution. Constitution represents health and resilience. A high constitution adds modifiers to vitality points gained at each level up. Very, very good. This is important for everyone, but essential for soldiers and Jedi Guardians. Okay, so saying if you're going to be like the main tank is essential for you. Which I think is what Jedi Guardians are as well. Intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning. A high intelligence adds modifiers to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skills. Very, very important. Wisdom. Wisdom represents willpower and perception. A high wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi force points and force power saving throws. So makes you... It's basically strength and dexterity for force. The force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. So yeah, basically it is your force ability. This is, I want to be good with force powers. Might be cool. And then charisma. Charisma represents personality and the ability to lead. A high charisma adds modifiers to force-related feats and powers that are important to all Jedi classes. Now, I believe there are ones like, there's basically like Jedi mind tricks and all that sort of stuff. That's the kind of thing that charisma adds into, as far as I understand it. It's also central to any persuasive talker. Okay, so I want to put some into charisma. Do we want to would want to use a lot of wisdom? I guess it could be cool because it would also make us resistant to other kind of things. We could go into con as well. Like, I think maybe we want to go for the bottom four. Maybe make ourselves just really tanky. Yeah, we could try that. So let's go up to 0 modifier and everything, and see where we want to take points from here. Okay, so we're on 0 on everything. What do we want to be our main stat? Wisdom could be interesting. It could definitely lead into a lot of cool things, especially if you get really into force powers later. Let's go up 2 points into wisdom. So again, like a D&D thing, it's every 2 points gets you a +1 modifier to everything. So when it's saying strength modifiers will add in, so say we're up here, that'll be +1 extra thing to whatever modifier it's going into, usually damage, I think. But yeah, wisdom, we'll put that up there. Con, let's go up 1 point in con, 1 point intelligence, 1 point in charisma. We have 8 points left to spend. I kind of want to go up in con and wisdom again. Con and intelligence again. Do we want to put 1 into these, or do we want to maybe, let's maybe trash our strength and put that into wisdom. We could go even further. We can only go up to 16 in wisdom. Can we go up to higher than anything else? Oh, it looks like we're limited. Oh, wait, no, we're limited by number of points that we have. Oh, because that costs 2 to upgrade. Interesting. And that costs 3 to upgrade any further. Okay, interesting. So maybe we'll put a couple points into dex, make ourselves harder to hit. So we're harder to hit, we're fairly tanky, we're fairly smart, we're very, very wise, and we have a little bit of charisma. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Our skills. Okay, so each of your character skills has a number associated with it. This is the skill rank, and determines how good the character is with that skill. When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against the difficulty check DC number. For example, to open a lock with a DC of 15, you take your skill rank in security plus wisdom modifier plus a D20 roll. As I said, it's definitely a tabletop RPG system that's been modified, but it is really cool once you get into it. The total is 15 or greater, the lock is opened. Okay, so that's fine. So basically you've got your main skill, and then you get extra bonuses from whatever traits goes into it. So let's have a look here. So attribute, that's the word I was looking for. What do we want to put points into? So treat injury seems okay. This one, let's just go through them. Computer use allows a character to slice computer programs using disposable logic rams called computer spikes. A character might disable gun turrets or flood a patrol area, and with more complicated tasks requiring more spikes. A high rank in the skill reduces the number of spikes required by 1 to a minimum of 1 for every 4 points total, including attribute score modifiers. High rank in the skill reduces the number of spikes required by 1 to a minimum of 1 for every 4 points total. So once you put 4 points into it, you reduce the difficulty by 1. Plus your modifier. So what's our Our intelligence is 14, I think. So that means we have a 2 modifier. So if we put 2 points into this, that will then give us a rank down in the amount that we need here. So if we do that, that means that our computer skill now takes 1 less. We need 1 less thing, 1 less spike. Demolitions. Demolitions can be used to set, recover, or disarm mines. Such devices are either of low, DC 15 to set, medium, DC 20 to set, or high difficulty, DC 25 to set. Attempting to disarm the mine adds a +5 to the DC. Attempting to recover the mine adds a +10 to the DC. The skill cannot be used untrained. Okay, so I think we should probably put a couple points into this, just straight away. That seems fairly useful. Stealth. Stealth governs the use of camouflage devices to enter stealth mode. If a character equips such a device and activates stealth mode, opponents must make an awareness check versus the character's stealth skill, or be unable to detect them, even if the character is in direct line of sight. A character in stealth mode can set, disable, and recover mines, use computers and repair droids, and open doors and containers. Party members will not automatically enter combat while in this mode. Combat cancels stealth mode. Stealth mode will not work without a camouflage unit. Units of higher quality grant a bonus to the skill. I don't think we need stealth for ourselves. I think we're going to be okay without it. I think that's one that we can safely put no points into. Like, because I think stealth is either you go in for it or you don't. You can't half go into stealth because it gives you no benefit. Because there's like a limit where they'll either spot you or they won't, and we'll need to keep putting points into it as the game goes on, or we can put our points into other things. Wisdom. Awareness governs the ability of characters to spot objects or enemies hidden by stealth. If a successful check of this skill is made against the stealth check of an enemy or DC of a mine, the enemy or object is noticed and becomes visible. Awareness is always active. That seems really good. I think we should put some points into that. Let's put 2 in for just now, and we'll see where we want to go there. But yes, you'll see, because we chose our class, these things are class skills. This is a cross-class skill. So these are things that we don't naturally get access to because stealth is only under the scoundrel class. So, hopefully that makes sense. As is persuade as well. Only the main character can select this skill during level up. That makes me think that we should put a lot of points into it. Persuade options appear in dialogue when interesting or sensitive information is available to a character that might otherwise be reluctant to reveal. When selected, rank in this skill is compared with how extreme the request is. Difficulty class low, medium, or high relative to player level. A guard might easily agree to increase a bounty, but convincing him to leave his post would be much harder. Okay, let's put a couple points into there for just now. That's as many as we can put in. Okay. Repair. Repair allows a character to fix disabled mechanical devices like droids using disposable packages of parts. The number of part kits required increases with the difficulty of the repair. The skill reduces the number of parts required. Very, very similar to computer use. The skill modifies the amount of vitality points recovered when a party member's droids use repair kits. We don't have any droids yet, but again, minor spoiler, we're going to get droids. And construction kits on themselves to repair. So it's very important for droids because it's effectively treat injury for droids. But in terms of repair, do we want to put any points into it? I don't think we need to rush to do that. Because, as it says, it's very important for party droids. So if we get a droid, we would probably just put repair into the droid. Fair enough. Security. Now, this is a cross-class skill, but its related attribute is wisdom, which is the one we put a lot of points into, so I'm interested in it. Security is used to access electronic locking devices. Once a character invests a point in this skill, it becomes one of the default options on targeted doors and containers. Security spikes can grant a bonus to the skill, and any in the inventory will appear as a default option on targeted doors and containers. Characters with no points invested cannot attempt to use this skill. Okay, so that seems worth putting a couple points into. We'll go to the max there. +2 because it's a cross-class skill, but that's okay. And then a class skill of treat injury. Now this seems like one that we should definitely put points into because one, it's our class skill and it's our related attribute. And it means we have to use less healing. I might go all in on this one. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We'll go all in for treat injury. So when we heal, we're going to heal a lot. And that kind of works in with our being tankier kind of playstyle. Okay. Wait, I've not spent all my points? Oh, yes, I haven't. Awareness. That's where we'll put our rest of them. That seems good then. Yeah. Okay. Feats. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor or implants. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game. And some feats, power attack, are used during combat. Check the description for details on the specific feats. So feats. Oh, right. So here's the ones we get for our class. But feats are basically trying to think the best way. They're like your abilities, they're your passive skills, they're your active skills. This is what you'll use most of the time. Like these are very specific circumstances kind of things. They allow you access to different things and different weapons and all that sort of stuff. Armor proficiency light and armor proficiency medium we got for this level, which is cool. We got flurry, which is kind of, it's a melee attack. I think it allows you to do 3 blows or something. I think it's more attacks but less damage, if I remember right. Implant level 1. Implants are basically extra modifiers you can get. And if you have an implant level, you can then use any implants. Rapid shot, same as flurry, but for ranged. Weapon proficiency, blaster pistol, weapon proficiency, blaster rifle, and weapon proficiency, melee weapon. Okay. So right off the bat, we could go into heavy armor proficiency, which could be interesting. I just go straight in for it. I don't think we're going to go that way, but that's okay. We could also go into fighting with 2 weapons and things. Don't think that's anything we have to worry about right now. But basically, there's a penalty to you using 2 weapons straight away. Penalties are of a large amount, and then if you go up in here, you eventually don't get penalties, and you see exactly how it goes. This feat gives a +1 skill bonus to both demolitions and stealth. Okay, so that's the if you want to just improve these ones. Yeah, okay, so this would get you like a 3 bonus in both things. That's if you have more feats than you can use, basically. Or like you have nothing else in the feat, you can get bonuses. Same with awareness and treat entry, although that might be cool for us to take. We only get 1 feat, so I probably want it to be something different. Gearhead, same as the others, but that's a +1 skill in 3 different categories, which is nice. Conditioning. This feat provides a +1 bonus to all saving throws, reflecting the character's excellent physical conditioning. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. On a D20, that's basically putting up the DC by 1 for the enemy's attack. It's okay. Power attack, that's... yeah, anyway, we should go through these attacks. Critical one doubles the critical threat range. E.g., if the weapon needs to roll a 20 to critical hit, it will critical hit on a 19 or 20. If the attack hits, the target is also stunned for 6 seconds unless they make a fortitude save at the DC of the attacking character's level plus the attacking character's strength. This, basically, it's a strength melee weapon attack. What we're getting at there. Flurry allows the character to make an extra melee attack during the round. Characters suffer -4 to defense when they use its feat, and for 3 seconds afterwards for the length of an enemy's attack. They also suffer a -4 penalty to all attacks that round. So you get 2 attacks, but you get minus penalty to them. So if you're attacking something that has higher armor, probably not your best thing. Also, if you're only going to use it if you're sure you're going to dodge, which isn't necessarily the best situation. Then we got Power Attack, which adds +5 to damage the next attack, but also -3 to hit. So this is the, I'm fighting something with higher health or something that I need to get through, but I can afford... But I'm fighting something that I need more damage to get through its armor, but I don't necessarily have any trouble hitting it. So the kind of typical thing for that would be like a giant. You're gonna need more to get through, like, for a D&D sense of it. Like, you're gonna need, I guess, a Rancor, let's say, for Star Wars. You're going to be able to hit it very easily, but you're not going to be able to get through its armor, so you want to use a power attack. Yeah, that's what it says. Used to quickly dispatch groups of easy-to-hit enemies. Well, that's not how I'd see it, but anyway, that is what they're saying for it. Power Blast, exactly the same. So these are ranged weapons. I think we're going to put some stuff into ranged weapons, but we'll see. Don't really like Rapid Shot for ourselves. I think Power Shot or Sniper Shot seem a little bit better. This one's character's intelligence modifier. Interesting. I guess that's to represent that you're hitting them with, like you put some thought into where you're hitting them. Blaster weapon proficiency, you get basic training. I think without basic training, you get a negative. And then you get a +1 attack bonus on the next one. Same here. So I think you get like a negative, I think it's like -1 or something. It's been a while. And then heavy weapons training. And melee weapon proficiency, not worried about that. Toughness, get an extra vitality point every time they level up. Now the thing is, this is retroactive, so it's actually not that great early game. And then we got dueling, so we focus on single one-handed weapons during battle to gain +1 attack and +1 to defense due to the efficiency of this form of combat. Applies to both ranged and melee. That sounds pretty good, actually. We could go in for blaster pistol, and we go one-handed. That sounds really good. I think that's probably our best one. Yeah, let's take that one. Yeah, okay. And then we need a name. Now, it does have a random name generator, which I do quite like. Dandan Mothma, Danid Gerard, Lane Savo, Rando Kral, Lesilutana, Hando Nadola. I really like the number of names that they've got in here. They're just great. Let's see. Miles Star. What an awful name. Okay, we're going with it. We're Miles Star. Right, well, I am going to end this character creation here. It's been a lot of fun getting back into how all of it works, and hopefully you will join me for the main playthrough, which will be starting, look at the time of this video, in about 10 minutes time. So, see you then. Goodbye.